My mom was Christian and she took us to church every week. I learned about God, I learned about Jesus, and when you're a kid, a major thing is for you to behave properly. God rewards people for doing good things. Don't be bad. He doesn't like it when you do bad things. And you're a bad person and bad people. You're not worth as much if you're being bad than if you're being good. I was on the good side, so it was good for me. I knew what I was doing. I knew that I behaved well, like most of the time. And I started going to high school, and that's when things started getting more complicated. I was learning about the world, and the faith that I had as a child wasn't quite what I thought it was. It wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. I was also, puberty, you start getting sexual feelings, exploring your sexuality, and I express myself very creatively. I am an artist and I love writing as well. Both of those led me down a path of pornography. With my writing, I'd go online and I'd find a site and I'd write stories on it, but it was an anonymous site and there was a lot of porn on there as well. It was thrilling. It was kind of like, I was doing something bad, and I knew I shouldn't really, but I kept going back to these stories and reading them and wanting more. Same with my art. I started exploring drawings of like a pornographic nature, and again, it was thrilling, exciting, well, at first, and it felt good doing it, so I kept on doing it. I remember after I'd finished drawing it, I'd rip up the paper into like 1,000 pieces. Complete overkill, because I didn't want anyone to find it, because I would be so ashamed. I'd be like, what am I doing? It was trapping. It was very hard because I felt like I was chained to this, that I would never stop this cycle, this habit. I wanted satisfaction with what I was doing, and the more I tried to get it, the more it wouldn't happen. And so I'd find myself going back and going deeper and deeper and not finding any satisfaction, any end basically to what I was doing. And also through that, I found that I was attracted to women as well as men, and that was also hard because I didn't know how to deal with that. I was alone. I hadn't told anyone. This was all in the dark, and when you keep a secret like this, you believe any lie that is told to you, that if you tell anyone, they're gonna reject you, they're gonna think that you're disgusting, and you're not gonna find support. You have to bear this alone. You brought this on yourself. I didn't feel worthy to pray. I didn't feel worthy to try and reach out to God for this, because I knew that He knew that it was wrong, and He'd just judge me. That's what I felt. Basically, I came to a decision point in my life where I was like, I can choose to accept the faith that I've grown up with, what I've believed in, and I can choose God's love that I have experienced in the past, or I can abandon that and go my own way and try to figure it out by myself and maybe grow out of the shame on my own. And I chose God because I had experienced His love before, and it's something that I wanted. So I found the courage to tell some people, and it went so much better than I thought it would. It helped me so much. I was no longer alone. I was no longer, I was still ashamed, but it was so much less because I knew that people were understanding, and and God was understanding, and He was like, okay, this isn't good. This isn't what I have for you, but you can stop. And through the people in my life and through His help, I managed to break my pornography habit. I opened doors in my life that I'm not going to be able to close, like being attracted to other women or being tempted by pornography. I feel like the seeds that I sowed still are affecting me today. It's still tempting. It's still something that I'm going to live with, and the same with my same-sex attraction. That's not something that's going to go away, but it's not as important as God. It's not as important to me. It's not who I am. I felt like I was going to be alone, and I'm surrounded by people that I love. I'm engaged to a wonderful guy. He's awesome, and I no longer am chained to the addiction that I had. God helped me through that as well. I hope that through being honest and telling the story, I can help other people too who face the same problem. And yeah, it gets better. Yeah, that's my story to this point.